Lake Powell water level is rapidly dropping, only 25% full. Lake Powell on the Utah-Arizona border has dropped below a critical threshold of 3,525 feet for the first time, shrinking the protective buffer of water the reservoir needs to produce hydroelectric power for millions of people in the West. The reservoir is the second largest in the U.S., and it's a key piece of the Colorado River storage and supply system. Powell is fed mostly by snowmelt that collects in Colorado's Rocky Mountains. A 20-year megadrought in a hotter climate, fueled primarily by greenhouse gas emissions from fossil fuels, has contributed to Powell's levels dropping to all-time lows. As Powell continues to dry up, there's growing concern that there won't be enough water in the reservoir to keep spinning the turbines that create electricity at Glen Canyon Dam. Colorado and the other states that share the Colorado River agreed to work together to keep Powell above this critical threshold with the congressionally approved 2019 Drought Contingency Plan. That agreement creates a 35-foot buffer of water before the reservoir hits dead pool. When reservoir levels are so low, the hydroelectric generators can no longer produce energy. Water levels in Powell quickly started to drop after years of back-to-back drought. In response, the federal government in 2021 took emergency action and sent water from reservoirs in Colorado and other states to prop up supplies in Powell. Ultimately, those releases did not prevent water levels from dropping below the critical threshold. But U.S. Bureau of Reclamation hydraulic engineer Heather Patno said the additional release did add about 6 feet of water to Powell, and any extra buffer helps protect Powell's ability to produce energy. Patno said the drop should be temporary as the snow in the mountain starts to melt and recharge the river and reservoirs. She said 2021 was the second driest year on record for the Colorado River Basin, and a very dry first few months of 2022 eroded the snowpack collecting in the mountains. Each month the Bureau releases updated projections forecasting water levels in Lake Powell over the next 2 years. Patno said Powell dropping below 3,525 was first seen as a possibility only in a worst-case scenario. Then, with warmer temperatures and less snow, the projections shifted to show the reservoir could fall below that level in early 2022. Today, that projection came true. We have been trying to avoid it, but at the same time we've been living in a drought for the last 2 decades, Patno said. Powell hit its lowest level on record in the summer of 2021 and has continued to drop. Patno said back-to-back dry years have hit the Colorado River before, but reservoirs like Lake Powell were full of water. Now 20 years into a drought, those reservoirs haven't gotten the chance to catch up, and Patino said that means the system is now hitting critically low levels.